Cheaters never win, right? Well, I guess sometimes they do. I mean, that's why they do it, right? So they can win more often. We should really write a new intro. Oh god. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 esports cheating scandals. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at the most shocking, upsetting, or surprising scandals to come out of the world of professional gaming. Number 10, Adderall usage. Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I apologize in advance for butchering some of your names, you dirty cheaters, you. During an interview with Mohan Launders Govardasamy, Corey Semphis Friesen nonchalantly admitted that he and his teammates had taken Adderall during ESL One Kotawis 2015.
I don't even care. We're all on Adderall. Like, I don't even give a
The controversy spread outside of the world of esports, as outlets such as the New York Times covered the story. In response, ESL announced that it would begin implementing anti-doping standards, eventually partnering with the National Anti-Doping Association. Cloud9 would later comment on the controversy, claiming that their team does not condone any of its players using illegal performance-enhancing drugs. In another interview, Semphis claimed that the Adderall usage was an isolated incident.
If anyone was to do Adderall, it was only once.
Number 9, kill feeding. Halo 5, Guardians. Cheating sucks, no matter how large the stakes are. In a relatively small-scale $300 Halo 5 free-for-all tournament, a player, Rhino, was accused of feeding kills to another player. When a community member posted clips to Twitter highlighting the suspect nature of the kills, Rhino responded by admitting his collusion by tweet. Initially seeing nothing wrong with what he'd done, he claimed people who don't expect things like this to happen at events are literally idiots. Soon after, the organizers of the event issued a 1-month ban to Rhino from their premium events, and replayed the tournament without him.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Number 8, Flex. Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Everyone who's played Counter-Strike has had their share of bad games and has called hacks at some point, but rarely is your enemy actually going out of their way to cheat. That must have been what Grandpa Berets were thinking in their live ESEA match against Team ESP.
Now I can say as a caster I've seen it all. That's
down 8 rounds to 2 and losing some of their unbelievable plays by semi-pro player Flex. It must have been extremely cathartic to see him get VAC banned at the start of the 11th round. The icing on the cake, however, are the live reactions of the casters.
So that explains a lot, I guess.
So that must be the leg out. So Flex has been banned on ESEA for cheating.
Number 7, Diablo. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Like in traditional sports, team lineups are a major part of esports. When professional Call of Duty team Fat Games drafted a new player, Tom Diablo with a 1 Newman, before an ESL tournament, the league informed them that he was too new to the team to compete. But Fat Games came up with a workaround and gave Diablo the login details of one of their older members, Stat, disguising him and letting him play in their place. The only problem, it was obvious it was someone else, and a short IP check later and Diablo got banned for 6 months and lost Fat Games major points with the league. Smooth, boys, smooth. Number 6, Virtus Pro in Summit 5 Grand Finals, Dota 2.
Virtus Pro forced to be on the run without getting the Wombo combo together.
During the Summit 5 Grand Final qualifiers between Virtus Pro and Adfinem, a disruption occurred when one of the Virtus Pro players, Aloha Dance, apparently lost his internet connection in the 3rd game of a best-of-5 series. After failing to reconnect with the allotted time pause, VP lost the game down 1 player.
Virtus Pro will drop game number 2. Hell of a fight back.
It was the next game where things got fishy though. Aloha reconnected, but it appeared that someone else was playing for him. VP ended up winning, but when spectators caught on, VP confirmed over Twitter that they recruited another pro, No One, to play under Aloha's account, and that they would be forced to drop out of the tournament for cheating.
That will be the game. Congratulations, Virtus Pro. They will be returning to the Summit to compete at the Summit 5.
Number 5, SF, KQLY, and SMN. Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Counter-terrorists win.
This one's a triple header. SF from Epsilon Esports and KQLY, who had just started playing for Titan Esports, were both caught using cheats just a week prior to DreamHack Winter 2014. Both players were obviously banned from the tournament, but what's really unfortunate is that both of their teams were disqualified from the tournament as well. The crackdown on cheating led to another pro, SMN, a member of Team Alternate, getting caught on an ESEA PUG game. later claiming that it's easy to cheat, even in LAN tournaments, and that he knows of many cheaters at the pro level. Everyone does it, bro. Number 4, Kid X, Overwatch. It's no secret that Blizzard doesn't take kindly to cheaters in their games, so when you're renowned for being one of the best players in Overwatch, it's probably not a good idea to keep on cheating, especially not while you're streaming. However, that's exactly what Korean top 500 player Kid X did when he got caught using an aimbot and was permanently banned while live on stream. In retrospect, it's hard to believe he got as far as he did with such painfully obvious cheating. Here's hoping that this public humiliation will stop others from doing the same. Number 3, Azubu Frost, League of Legends.
They knew the opposing team had a much better invade lineup, and they had to do something to sort of pull that lead back.
Gotta give this one credit for reinventing a classic. During the 2012 League of Legends World Championships, Korean team Azubu Frost was caught committing one of gaming's cardinal sins, screen cheating. The catch is that they weren't looking at the other team's screens exactly. Instead, they peeked at the giant screen positioned above their booth displaying the minimap. Being able to see where your enemies are, especially in a game like League of Legends, is a huge advantage. And in the end, Azubu Frost was fined $30,000. And you thought looking at your brother's screen while playing GoldenEye was bad. Number 2, match fixing. StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty. Competitive gaming has been an incredibly popular and lucrative industry in South Korea for years. And among its most popular games is StarCraft and StarCraft 2. So, when speculation broke out about gambling sites reaching out to StarCraft 2 pros and coaches with bribes in order to throw high-profile televised games, the authorities definitely got involved.
The forces are going to have to come back to deal with that, and they are, but...
The investigations revealed that players had accepted the equivalent of thousands of American dollars to tank their matches, with pro gamer Life being offered $60K to deliberately lose 2, 7 times more than he would have made had he won the tournament. The result? Some pros were given prison sentences. Not the best answer when you're in a jail cell with a scary guy and he asks you, what are you in for?
Envision how things are meant to go down and how it's meant to look like, but you can never even get close to perfection.
Number 1, all random, all mid, match ruining. League of Legends.
Interesting picks here from Dignitas on their ARAM style.
During the 2012 MLG Summer Championships, teams Dignitas and Curse were set to play their final series of the tournament. Instead, the teams decided to play a variant mode known as All Random All Mid, or ARAM for short.
Yeah, it was just something fun to do, and that's pretty much it. I mean,
while neither team threw the match, and there's no rule that prohibits players from playing ARAM, both admitted afterwards that they planned to split the $40,000 prize pool, clearly ruining the integrity of the competition and disappointing fans hoping for an actual finale. Unsurprisingly, both teams were disqualified and the prize money was withheld.
I feel honestly awful, and most importantly, to apologize to fans of Curse. We totally let you guys down, and that was the most disrespectful thing we could possibly done.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.